within a few weeks, incredibly short time, you will experience a wonderful thing. You will experience the stage when you need not breathe for some time. When once you breathe in slow, soft and deep and observe the movements of the respiration, the mind goes nearer and nearer the respiration activity and finally disappears in the process of respiration. You will find that the senses and the mind disappear in the process and you need not breathe out for a very long time. There comes a stage of experience when your mind and respiration stop in a poise. This is what is called kumbhaka in pranayama. But unfortunately, people try to control their breath and call it kumbhaka. Some people control their breath in the throat like this. Then the upward impulses will give a damaging effect to the cerebrospinal system. Some people try to stop respiration by closing the nose. This is worse still. This may cause sometimes deafness or blindness. This may cause sometimes deafness or blindness or both. Sometimes it may cause some sounds, humming sounds being heard in the ear. There are people who practice violent practices of pranayama and they begin to hear the sounds in their ears and they believe that they are yoga sounds. But unfortunately, they experience headaches and other anything that is painful and uncomfortable is against the practice of yoga. So respiration should not be directly controlled in the name of pranayama. Respiration can be controlled only by a control of the mind. And control of the mind can be got only by a regulation of the mind. Regulation of the mind can be got only by making our routine regular. When we observe our official and domestic duties and make a convenient programming of these duties with allotted timings to each program, and if we begin to follow these programs according to the timings, exactly to the hour and the minute, and that too without any mental tension to observe these timings, then our mind begins to get regulated. By making the work regular, the mind can be regulated. It can never be regulated by asking it to become regular. You can never control the mind directly. You can never discipline the mind directly by asking it to get disciplined. When you apply the mind to the work that is regularized in its timing and placing, then only the mind gets regularized. When the mind gets regularized gradually, the respiration and the heartbeat get regularized. So always remember, unless you regulate your daily routine and programming, unless you gain a mastery over your time of the day, it is highly dangerous to practice pranayama directly. Don't control the breath directly. Let the controlled mind control the breath directly. Just begin to regularize your daily routine while observing for 15 minutes every day how the respiration is going on. You will find the change taking place in you. It is a change on the practical affairs of things which can be very easily observed. It is not a change which is in the imaginary plane or which should be supposed by you. Within a few weeks you will find that you are changed. Then pranayama is achieved. The first 4 steps are achieved. Your mind and the respiratory process will come together and become one, and you will have a beautiful muse of comfort and happiness. When you forget your respiration and it stops, again after the practice is finished, you will begin your respiration. In the meanwhile, there is no suffocation. There is no trouble to the mind or senses. That is what is called real pranayama. The necessity to breathe should stop, and the breath should not be stopped directly. Having achieved these 4 steps, you have to make an attempt towards the next 4 steps. The next step is called pratyahara. You will find that the mind is now free from the senses. The senses are suspended. They do not function unless you make them function. They will obey you and they will sit with you until you order them to function. Just as when you are discussing something important, though you have opened your eyes and looking forward, you will see only the person with whom you are discussing, and the other things on the background will not be apparent to you. Even though your eyes are open, your eyes cannot see the other things until you permit them to see. This is what is happening in our daily life also, but we are not observing it. When you are after some important business, when you direct the eyes towards a person, the eyes will see only that person and nothing else. When you are hearing to a particular person, your ears can listen only the words of that particular person and not the conversations of others. This is being observed by you daily in your daily routine also. But you have not made a special observation of this phenomenon. But as a student of yoga, you have to make a special observation of this phenomenon and understand that there is a possibility for the senses to get arrested along with the arrest of mind. And until you permit the mind and senses to work once again, they do not work. You should see this possibility from your daily life, and you should make the best use of this possibility. This is possible only when you practice observing your respiration, and then the respiration being stopped automatically without your knowledge, and then the senses are automatically withdrawn from the environment. If you propose something inside to meditate now, then you will see that. Prior to this practice of the 4 steps, it is not possible for you to meditate upon something.